Hey everyone, welcome back to Family Investments. Unfortunately, Alex can't join us today. He's either battling COVID-3, zero, or caught up in a nasty English flu that's making the rounds like a flaming turkey. But the show must go on. Let's dive into today's market highlights, starting with some exciting movement in the stock world. Nvidia and Robinhood stocks are in a technical uptrend, showing a promising 3 to 4% rise at the closing bell. If you're reading the MACD indicator on a 4-hour chart, the trend seems to be heading upward, at least until it hits the next Fibonacci level. According to a CNBC article, the 3-year U.S. inflation outlook has hit a record low in a New York Fed consumer survey. This news comes ahead of this week's crucial CPI inflation report, giving stocks a slight boost. But the real question remains, will inflation be the force that decides the fate of a potential recession in the U.S. market? Personally, I don't think so, but it's a critical point to watch. Speaking of inflation, I've noticed on various YouTube channels that many mid to higher working class Americans are aggressively cutting costs. We're talking about households earning over $150,000, slashing expenses on kids' activities, vacations, and even downgrading their cars. It's a telling sign of the economic pressure trickling down. Now, let's break down the top 3 key points from today's market. First, the FTSE 100 in the UK has managed to bounce back after last week's sell-off. Despite this, it's still below the record highs seen earlier this year. A significant driver here was India's Bharti acquiring a 24.5% stake in BT from Altus, giving BT shares a nice boost. Second, over in the US, stock futures were relatively flat as investors gear up for key inflation data, expected later this week. The S&P 500 and Nasdaq posted small gains, keeping some momentum from last week's recovery. All eyes are on the upcoming CPI data, which could sway the Federal Reserve's stance on interest rates. Lastly, Disney made waves with announcements at their D23 event, unveiling massive expansion plans for their theme parks and cruise fleet. This includes the largest expansion ever at Orlando's Magic Kingdom and new attractions worldwide. Disney is looking to ramp up demand in its experiences segment, although its shares have struggled year to date. That's it for today's update. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more insights and updates from Family Investments. See you next time!